Hiya lovelies, welcome back, or if you're new here, I'm Linz. So I am going to be showing you today a few wee bits and pieces I picked up from Aldi and Lidl, and bits that are going into what I'm classing as my, I don't know, stock up, prepper pantry, things along them lines. So I haven't got much meat this week because I do have a wee bit in the freezer, and what I'm trying to do there is kind of clear out my freezer and kind of start afresh again, even though the prices are quite expensive, but I really have to defrost it as well. So now, to clarify, I do have a little box chest freezer, and then I have a freezer attached to the fridge thing over there, the fridge freezer over there in the corner. So I am going to get in first with Lidl. Now, of course, I'm going to have a little bit of a moan again, aren't I, about prices, because it is ridiculous. I know there's nothing we can do about it, but yeah, this year I'm just trying to make things as cheap as possible, have some stuff stored away, and just hope for the best. I'll go into that in another video. Now, I've took these out of the freezer because I haven't just done this. I'd done this yesterday and I just didn't get time, and I was too tired after I was shopping. So here we have two of the, hopefully the camera's going to pick that up, they are the chicken Kievs. Now these were $1.29 the last time I bought them. They were $1.45, but I had 29% off for a coupon or something with your Lidl Plus app. If you haven't got it, get it, it's amazing. So, it still works out as a fairly good meal for the two of us, but yeah, what can we do? Now, this bag here is a kg of just the mixed vegetables there. I love this. I put it into absolutely everything, and it was 79¢ the last time I bought it, and that was, I think it was probably last year, which is not that long ago really, and it's now 99¢, so a bit peed off to say the least. Sugar has to be my biggest gripe at the moment. Now, if you have been here before and you've watched my previous hauls, you know we go through quite a lot of sugar in this house, but we are cutting down. A bag of sugar now is $1.39, and it's going to get dearer too, lovely. So if you are people that have sugar, yeah, get your sugar in. The Demerara sugar, which I use a lot for baking, and I'll even put it in my tea, it doesn't bother me. It's $1.49 there for a kg. Honey nut cornflakes, they were $1.19. I think they were $1.15. I'm not sure, but that's just how much they are now. End of. I'll show you that other bit in a minute. Now, a box of couscous. I love my couscous. And this one here I can flavour up with anything I want, so it's handy to have. A kg, and it's $1.50. I can't remember what it was before, but hey ho. Now there has been, I don't know whether it's scaremongering or what it is, but there has been a thing that corn flour apparently is getting a bit short of itself, so I don't know, maybe. 400 grams here from Lidl is 79¢, and I'll show you something in a minute now when we get on to the other haul. Now I got some honey. I missed an offer on this, I think it might have been last week, but this is now $1.69, but it's always good to have in the cupboard, and I'm stocking them up. So this here is actually really nice. We can see that it's the all-purpose seasoning, and it was 79¢, it's now 99¢. If you are getting wee bits and pieces in for your sort of like your prepper pantry or your stock up emergency cupboard, then seasonings and things like that are extremely worthwhile having on hand. Okay, I am going to be doing cooking videos. I've kind of done one already. I don't know if it worked or not. Now, I messed up on this one, lovelies. These are the tuna. Come on, camera, focus for me. No, these are the tuna steaks in sunflower oil, high in protein. Now, I'm getting them in sunflower oil for two purposes. I can use the oil off that if needs be for cooking, or anything like that. But having things like the tuna, especially the tuna steak, it's a little bit more of a better quality one. I do have the cheaper one as well. Saying that, I thought these were the ones that were on offer with the Lidl app this week, and they weren't. So they were £1.09 each, which still isn't overly bad, I'd say. Now we're getting on to things like this. Again, these are going, well, I'll probably use one of these for a meal this week, and then the other one will go into the press. These are the mixed beans. So these have pinto beans, chickpeas, harrogate beans in salted water. So they are, how much are they now each? They're 65 cents each. Rather than just buying things like kidney beans for making things like chilies or whatever you want to use them for, I'm tending to go with a tin of these now instead. I just think there's a lot more protein in them, and when we're not using as much meat as we possibly were, or any at all for that matter, you know, it's just kind of the way to go. Again, I'm going to be talking more about this hopefully in another video. My decaffeinated tea. Now, I'm very funny when it comes to my daytime tea. I'm going to have to get out of that, I think, because it's got a bit expensive. But after, say, 6 o'clock in the evening, I will go on to decaf. And I do find this one here and the Aldi one actually really good. Now, it's £2.19 for 18 bags. Whether needed or not, if I can afford it in the budget, I will pick one of them up from now on each week for the next couple of months. Hopefully, she says. Now, I got the Brussels and espresso offer, the fart bombs, I think I heard somebody call them recently, and it made me have a giggle. They're down to 99 cents a bag. I did stock up around Christmas time when they were on the veg wars, but I have some in the freezer prepped, but you just can't, I don't know, they're my absolute near favourite vegetable. And yeah, 99 cents for, I think it's 500 grams of them. And you can actually get a kg for 99 cents, I think. I'll see. We'll see what happens next week, because I'll be back again next Sunday with another haul, hopefully, she says. Also on offer this week were the the what? The Bramley apples, cooking apples, lovelies. 4 of them, they were on the specials, 89 cents. These gave me a heart attack, because I think like £1.49 the last time I bought them. The wee fun size bananas, £1.69. Now, I know this isn't dear for some of you, you know, depending on which countries you are in, especially like places like America and Australia. I'm signed up to a few channels there, and wow, your prices are unbelievable. But yeah, this is one of my cheat things, and I deeply regret buying it, to be honest, because I can make it. And I just seen it. It's a chocolate brownie mix. Something to shove in the cupboard, it'd be handy. But it was £1.69, and then I was like, oh my days, I could have bought all my ingredients, you know, and I don't know how many I would have got out of this, but quite a lot more. So I think that's it for the Lidl haul. Now I'm going into, just move yours around a wee bit here, hopefully, she says, without throwing yours on the floor. I'm going into a few wee bits. Then I went into Aldi and picked up. So you can't miss it. It's all over the news. It's everywhere. Anything that's in an aluminium foil, tin, anything like that, the price has gone up, not just because of the price of food's gone up, but because of the price of, I don't know, there's something with aluminium and tin. So I did pick up 30 metres here in Aldi of the kitchen strong foil. I'm not really using too much now that I've got the air fryer, but you know, it's always handy to have. So then I picked up a pack of just their normal sort of brown onions. They were, I think they were 69 cents. Not sure if they were on the special or not. I think they're normally about 79. I've no price written on them, which is weird for me. Then I picked up these little pack here of the tortilla, whatever they are, wraps, you know, lovelies, there they are. Because I want to try and make a little cheap version of a pizza in the air fryer. That's what I'm going to do with that. To go with that, then I picked up some tomato. Did I tell you how much they were? Sorry. They were 89 cents. We get there. 75 cents for the tomato puree. Again, I have, I think, 2 of them in the cupboard, but I'm just making sure. Now, this is the cheese I've been getting for a while now. I don't think it's actually gone up in price. 350 grams, and it was £1.99. Eggs are just bloody ridiculous at the minute, aren't they? And I know the reasons why and all the rest of that jazz, but I'm quite liking these. So basically they're mixed size eggs. So, you know, if you're doing a recipe or something like that and it says a large egg, you're bound to find one in here, small egg, medium, whatever. 6 of them, £1.39. Yeah, what can you do? Class A. So they're a little bit better kind of looked after, I suppose. Coffee hasn't changed since the last time I bought it. It's £2.39. I'm really hoping that doesn't get any more. Oil obviously has gone up. I only tend to get vegetable oil or olive oil, you know, if I've got the money and don't need food that week. Sorry, £1.55 that's gone up to. Again, it's something that if you are concentrating on a you know, a stock up of some description, then yeah, these, I love these, I really do. These ones here are just the vegetable. I'm starting to you what? The roasted vegetables and couscous. So easy, just to sort of like throw together. There's no cook involved, so you're saving on the electric. And that reminds me, I've got some cool smart meter things to plug into the Instant Pot and the air fryer, and I'm going to be telling you how much it is to cook things. So stay tuned for that. Thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. It's free. Probably the only thing that is these days. Anyway, these packets of couscous, I can stretch these to 2 meals, and they are 54 cents each. If you've been here before, you will know these now I actually prefer to the branded version, shall we say. They're 55 cents. They might have gone up a bit. I can't remember. My brain's gone to mush since the last time I picked up the camera. Basmati rice, it has gone up. Obviously, I expected it to. Still not too bad, I don't think. It's £1.19 for a kg. Can't live without that in my house. Here we've got another thing of corn flour because I don't know what was going on. But this was 95 cents. Now, the one from Lidl is only 400 grams. And this one's 500 grams. And it's spilling out of the place. But sure, hey, yeah, you know, if you're doing a lot of things like slow cooker meals maybe, and especially if you're doing meals in the Instant Pot, one thing I found is if you are doing the pressure cooking and you've anything like a thick sauce, it will go burn notice, and it's a pain in the yes. So the corn flour then helps to thicken the sauces after everything's cooked. Again, I've learnt this, and I know there's so many people as well that maybe just would like to know the basics of cooking or just some simple, easy, cheap recipes. That's what I'm going to be doing, lovelies, and I just hope it helps somebody. I really do, because we're just living in shit times, basically, aren't we? Now, big controversial thing here, self-raising flour. Technically, you don't need to buy self-raising flour. You can buy plain as long as you've got baking powder, baking soda. They do slightly different things. I will try and cover that in another video if somebody reminds me. Now, they're still okay, £1.19. Now, the shelf life of them isn't particularly too good. There's lots of different ways about going to store things like that, but again, another subject for another video, and there's probably somebody else out there that knows a lot more than I do. Again, I picked up a plain flour as well. Again, £1.19. I can't really go wrong with things like that, you know. Anyway, I have been hashing and talking absolute crap probably for the last 15 minutes. So on that note, lovelies, please remember, give me a thumbs up. It really helps me out, helps the channel out. Do subscribe. It is free. And drop me a comment down below if, you know, I don't know, let me know what prices are in your part of the world. And are you sort of like, have you got a prepper kind of cupboard? Do you know how to start it? what type of things and that, because the more we all kind of stick together, I suppose, and communicate with each other, then hopefully the better it will get for everybody. Well, it's not going to get better, is it? But it'll ease it a little bit. Thanks for watching, guys, and I shall see you all next week, hopefully. Bye for now.